And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the B stream here, the B stream of HomeStory Cup number 27. We are jumping into Group B. We're halfway through the group. We're jumping into our first series and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines. We have the Italian Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Streamer Zone. It is BabyMarine. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Finnish Zerg player, we have the blue Zerg. It is Mixu. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we are currently in round three of Group B. We're nearing the end of the broadcast, nearing the end of the group. We're getting there, and out of all players, out of all people in this group, it isn't Spirit that's in second place, it is BabyMarine instead. Our Italian Terran player here, he is close to making it through. Every win matters here, every win does count to try to advance on. Likewise, Mixu is still in this group as well, of course. From here on forward, though, he has to claim nothing but wins to have a chance to make it out of the group. For now, Hatch Gas Bull, standard opener out of Mixu. So far, so good. Likewise, we do see BabyMarine going for his own standard opener as well. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild, at least in the early game. Nothing crazy to kick things off. So we are going to be settling in. So racks expand. There's no 2-ranks Reaper, there's no proxy, there's no aggressive setup. SCV scattered across the map. We're settling into a standard back and forth, at least early on in our Terran versus Zerg. Oh boy. And again, we'll see how prepared BabyMarine is coming into this. I mean, we do expect to see some more standard play out of BabyMarine. He can be a little bit more aggressive at times, but for the most part, especially against Mixu, we expect to see some more standard bio play. We'll see where he takes us after he claims his third, or even if he does go into a 1-1-1 setup. We'll see. Otherwise, welcome one more to Ley Lines. Ley Lines is one of the more standard maps in the map pool. Not as large as Tokamak, not as small as Pylon. More right down the middle. So first Zergling does go down. Third base is going to be delayed. Nice pickoff here. Gets a Zergling. SCV's in position. And Mixu already has a rough start here. He's contained on 2 bases. The drone does try to move in. Another Gas Geyser is morphed. Oh no, that's coming from behind. Let's go. Comes in with a second drone, and the hatchery finally gets thrown down. But again, a big delay here for Mixu. BabyMarine gets a second Ling. Doesn't quite get a third. Pulls away. Here does back off, does pull away. Mixu getting supply blocked. Ooh, lost no lot across the map. That should not have happened. Yeah, rough setup there. Rough pick up. Behind this, BabyMarine going for a standard follow-up here is going to be a third CC. Third CC before Starport, so economic opener, economic follow-up. Tech Lab is on the way, getting ready for, I would imagine, an add-on swap into Banshee. BabyMarine vs. Spirit was a banger. Strongly recommend. Oh, let's go. Yeah, we saw the results. But good to hear the matches were solid as well. Meanwhile, there's that add-on swap. Banshee production has begun. BabyMarine moving out. And we are investing to Cloak. We are investing. Here, Cloak is going to be on the way. We do expect a bio follow-up from this point. For now, it's on BabyMarine to delay the creep. For now, it's on Mixu to keep up with the Reapers. And again, because the third base was delayed, the creep is likewise also delayed as well. It's not where it otherwise should be. Catching another tumor. Nice pickup. Another tumor goes down. No active tumors here on the left-hand side either. So big delay on the creep. Mixu claiming a fourth. At least attempting to. BabyMarine, he's gearing up. We have 2 more axes, 3-1-1 setup. We have Stim on the way, soon to be upgrades as well into E-Base, into +1. Marine still sharking around. Does find another tumor. Going for the queen, actually. Yeah, does attempt to. Kites back, shaves off all those Zerglings. Does get eyes on the fourth. And that was all Zerglings going down, which means he can. It's going to be a tough defense. Queens are waddling in with 24 Zerglings on the way. So far, successful aggression out of BabyMarine. Pulls away, claiming his third. There we go, double eBay, double upgrades. And she's have arrived. Could have gone for the mineral lines, but instead just going for the expansion, going for the fourth base itself. Shard the queens. Hellions are looking for a way in. Oh god, the Hellion waves are brutal here. Yeah, so many Zerglings going down. They line up, they get roasted. So how many? That's been 27 Zergling kills so far. Catching up some of the Banelings, or at least trying to. Oh. Kiting off a creep. Snipes the Banelings. One Baneling left. And things are looking dire here for Mixu. It doesn't look like a big deal right now, but there's no creep. Banshees are caught out, but there's barely any creep here on the map. And eventually, BabyMarine is going to push. He's going to move out with his bio army, with his 1-1 timing. And it's going to hit like a truck. As he's massing up his army. Upgrades are almost halfway done. Is going to be forced back. Trying to mess up some Zerglings. Baneling speed is complete. Getting ready for his own run by, his own counterattack. Trying to catch BabyMarine off guard, but there are Hellions back at him to defend. Mixu should have enough here. Plenty of Ling Bane. Lings, they get into the middle line, not bad. A couple of SCV kills. Gets 2 so far. Banelings rolling in. They make their way into the mineral line. They reaction here by BabyMarine. And not bad. 13 SCVs. Takes down 30 workers, but he will lose the expansion. Base is going down. Lings, they run into reinforcements. Oh, this is not the play, but Banelings, they head towards the mineral line once again. Get your base in. 18 SCVs. 26 workers. BabyMarine, he gets a base, but Mixu gets a mineral line. Takes down 2 even. 26 SCV supply blocks BabyMarine as well. So far, good damage. Collapsing the army, forces the pickup. BabyMarine has to get the hell out of here. Mixu is all over him. Again, still heavily supply blocked. Does have a couple of Hellbats. Does have some Hellbats. Has some reinforcements, but Mixu is going for the kill, going for the throat. Banelings, they peel up into the mineral line, 4 more SCV kills. Nothing major yet, but Mixu, he's looking comfortable. Behind this, he's on 72 workers, he's on 4 bases. He can retake his 5th. The creep is still lacking, true. Very much so lacking. But the army is there. And now Mixu's taking up. Taking up into the Lurker Den, into a Fixation Pit. Mixu getting further ahead. And Mixu looking to run away with this. The pressure's on BabyMarine to get some counter damage to recover in some way. To be active on the map. Once again, he gets spotted by the Changelings. Spotted. Does grab some of the creep. 4 CCs on the way as BabyMarine's getting a 4th base. Mixu's about to max. He's about to max out. So Lurker Den is done. Hive is on the way as well for Lurker upgrades. And Mixu is maxing. And we'll see how he makes use of the army. Trying to collapse on the Marines. Not the best engage here from Mixu. Has to calm down. Mirror backs up. A Hive is now done. We're missing Vipers. Vipers would be ideal. As Mixu moves out, drop moves in. Okay. Gets into the middle line. Drones are going down. Takes down the Spore. Takes down 6 drones. Does pull away. BabyMarine is popping up. Catch some Hydras. Catching Hydras, denying all this creep. Does spot the Lurkers. And behind this we need Ghost. Ghost Academy is not done. Just pure Marine Marauder tank. Mixu is still ahead, he's still maxed. He's up 20 workers, he's taking more bases. He's maxed out. And Mixu should be trading. Ideally wants to be trading, freeing up supply for those Vipers. Very good. First Vipers on the way. Rotates towards the 3rd. Running into a wall of tanks. That's a lot of tanks. Bailey's trying to roll in. Marines are coming from behind. They get on top of the first Lurker. He gets one. There's 1 Lurker left. There's 1 Lurker remaining. Still an awkward position here for BabyMarine. Tanks are exposed. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. But Mixu is surrounded. And he will lose everything. The Lurkers, the Hydras, the Ling Pain. Mixu losing an extensive army. Rotates back around. Gets into a mineral line. And Mixu still maintaining himself. Doesn't mind mining. Getting a little bit scrappy here where BabyMarine's been taking better fights. Coming in from behind once again, looking down the army. There's no escape. There should be no escape. Links, they do peel up into the mineral line, getting 10 more CVs, 11 in total. Not bad. Get some damage done. Hydras, they do get away. Oh, and Mixu going into Infestors. Does have the 1 Viper. 1 Viper, 1 Infestor. Oh. Does move in. Does try to. And BabyMarine, he hasn't recovered completely yet, but he's getting there. Like, better fights, for sure. He's been taking better fights, better trades. Has been more efficient, but I may have spoken too soon. Medivacs, they do get away. Ooh, oh god, oh god, that's freezing. We'll clean this up eventually. Oh, they clean it straight, but yeah, GG gets called. Mixu does push in towards the center, takes down the base, and Mixu takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Mixu does take lead in the series. Again, just a really strong start for Mixu. Despite that, BabyMarine, he hung in there. He hung in there for a long time, a surprising amount of time. Winding it back, if you remember, Mixu, he was able to cripple the economy. He crippled the economy. He was able to break through, able to just shut BabyMarine down early on. Got so many worker kills. And with that BabyMarine, he was on the back foot. He was trying to recover, trying to bounce back, but it was a rough road to recovery. And with that, GG. GG, well played. With that, we're now getting into game number 2, and we'll see if Mixu can claim the series or if BabyMarine can make a series out of this. Let's go. Let us go. And again, even though we saw BabyMarine taking some better fights, we had Mixu with a better economy, so we could afford those losses, he could afford those trades. Yeah, it was okay. For at least a little bit longer. So now loading into game numero 2. Loading into Tokamak. Much larger map in the map pool. Here we go. Spawning in the bottom hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Italian Terran player. We have the Red Terran representing Streamer Zone down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can force the ace match. It is BabyMarine. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the blue. Sorry, Clay, we have the Finnish Zerg leading the series 1-0. It is Mixu. Here we go. So again, we had an interesting back and forth in the early game. I mean, I mentioned how Mixu took a lead early on, but even before that, BabyMarine, he was trading very nicely with his Hellions. He was picking off workers. He was trading well against the Zerglings as well. I do think there was potential for him to get even more damage, but he was a little bit more passive or just a little bit more careful with his Hellions to make sure that he didn't lose his advantage. But he did. With that Ling Bane counterattack, we saw Mixu just cripple the economy of BabyMarine and just snowball out of control from there. GG. And we'll see if Mixu can replicate that success. We'll see if BabyMarine can tighten up his defense. Sorry, just stretching. Getting into this. So far, standard openers, Hatch Gas Pool, standard opener out of Mixu, likewise standard opener out of BabyMarine as well. Something that I should mention, of course, is welcome to Tokamak. Tokamak, larger map in the map pool, longer rush distance by ground, much more defendable as well, and this does often lead into longer game states, in towards the mid game, in towards the late game as well. So we could be in for a longer one. So BabyMarine is being active. Ideally wants to delay the third base, which he was very successful at in the last game. Speaking of, there we go. Does force out the Gas Geyser. But this time there's no SCV block, and Mixu will expand. Or at least he should. There we go. Third base is on the way. Behind this, that is going to be a third command center before Starport, so economic follow-up here out of BabyMarine. From here, he can still go into his Starport, into another Rex. We'll keep an eye on the Terran. There it is. Starport is on the way. So the same build 2 games in a row from BabyMarine. This time Mixu has had a bit of a stronger start though, or cleaner start compared to game 1. It's much cleaner. Again, last game we saw the BabyMarine, he was just all over the creep of Mixu, denying tumor after tumor. Here Mixu should have a bit of an easier time. Oh, hello, as we are not going for a tech lab, so no Cloak Banshee. Gonna be Hellion into Liberator instead. So BabyMarine, he does adjust, does mix things up. I mean, the Banshees didn't really get too much damage on last game. It's mainly the Hellions and the drop play. So Liberators are on the way. Hellions are amassing. And can BabyMarine distract? So far so good. Gets the tumor. Does catch the active tumor. It is going to be lair first out of Mixu. So Mixu being safe. With a lair first, we should be going for an earlier Baliness and an earlier Bailing speed. Are deflected. Liberator making his way towards the main. Does catch a queen, not bad. One queen goes down. Liberation has arrived. A late reaction here from Mixu. He pulls away, but will bleed out one drone. Just one. same time, another Zergling counterattack. This should not break through. But it does force BabyMarine all the way back home. Does force him back. That's going to be a second drone. But it finally does go down. Nice cleanup. There's the Lever Chamber. Alien Nest as well, getting into Link Main once again. Mixu is getting there. Meanwhile, that's a gateway. Sorry, that's a Rax explosion. Throwing down extra Raxes. Getting up to 5. I would imagine BabyMarine would be 1 to 8 Rax. We'll keep an eye on the gases. Still on 5. Hellions, they do threaten the mineral line. They shut down the Zerglings. 7 drone kills already. Liberator into the natural. The second Liberator has arrived. Nicely done. 8 drones. He's not done. Oh, gosh. Still going. Yeah, does came the production. Catching out Larva. Catching out Zerglings. Finally cleaned up. Dealt with. BabyMarine's being active. Gases have been taken, so he's not A-Raxing. He's not A-Raxing. He is going into a 4th, building up into a macro game. I will say that BabyMarine, he did get some drone kills, which is nice, but he has been less successful when it comes to 9 creep, at least compared to game 1. So there are at least some active tumors. I spoke too soon. Creep is receding. Hellions, they dive into the mineral line. Mixu does pull away. Up! Does pull away, but the drones are lining up. So far, 1, 2, 3 drone kills here so far. Gets into the natural, more drones going down, at the same time drop into the 3rd. Ooh, does lose a full medevac. But Hellions are getting decent damage. 8 drone kills. 9 drones towards the end. With that, BabyMarine does take an economic lead. But still no 4th CC. Still committed on 3 bases. Mixu setting up a counterattack. Ah, nice around. Not bad. Surrounds the army. Gets on top of the factory. Decent pickups. At the same time, drops are moving in. Bailey's are not ready. And they're going to be denied. Very nice target firing. Takes out a Bailey. Bailey doesn't get the queen. Is keeping up, and again, BabyMarine behind this just now starts his 3rd. Wait, what just happened? What just happened? Was there never a 3rd CC behind this? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Was I seeing things? Was there not a 3rd CC there? He lost a 3rd. There was a 3rd. Yeah, there was a 3rd. But it's not on the units lost tab. That's why I'm confused. But there was one here. Aye. I'm being gaslit by the game. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there was a 3rd. StarCraft's like, nah, what are you talking about? there was never a base, Pappy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As they crash in, they shut down the bio. The Lings, they bust into the mineral line. Well, that is a crazy pickoff for the 3rd to go down. That should never have happened. Maybe the tank killed it. If it was killed by friendly fire, it would still be here. Like, it would still be under friendly fire. Typically, right? I need to rewind after this. Hi. But no, I think you're correct. I think you're right. I think because it would show here if it was killed by friendly fire, but I think here it wouldn't. So, here we go. We come in for this round. We collapse on the army. Tanks will fall, and Mixu, he should barely clean this up. And again, BabyMarine, his own economy just heavily stifled here. I'll rewind after this, but I think he did kill it himself. Because there were no Zerglings and it wasn't on fire. No. Aye. But yeah, he may have targeted with his own tanks. Not like this. The slow link drop into the natural. Let's go. BabyMarine is keeping up. Shuts it down. Sorry, I lost my mind when I saw when the third had died. Behind this, Mixu getting to the hive. Hive is complete. It's building up into ultras. Needs a little bit more time, but he's taking up. Okay, the pressure is on BabyMarine. Still pushing right down mid. Yeah. We'll look it up. But for now, I think he accidentally targeted his own base with the tanks that were on the high ground, and he just straight up killed it. I think that's what happened. Which, if so, that's very smurge. Very smurge. So far, BabyMarine is keeping up, shuts out all these Zerglings, very efficient. Yeah, nice catch at the same time, moves in across the map. But who needs a third? Who needs a CC? We're popping off, we kill the expansion. Fifth base goes down, defends against the link run by. BabyMarine just out trading Mixu. Do it again, kill your base for a second time. We don't need it, man, we don't need it. It's fine. Ultras are moving out, collapsing the army. Nice around. Yeah, tanks are left behind. Nice catch there from Mixu. Ultra still massing. Unfortunately, no Vipers. No Vipers yet. So now Parasite Bomb. Things are moving in. This time with Ultras. There's plenty of reinforcements, plenty to defend. I say that, it's only Marine. Oh my god. Take down the Ultra. Ultra goes down, still no Vipers. The draw place still excelling, still being so annoying. And Mixu, he's had enough. Yeah, he's had enough. He's trying to, he wants to counterattack. But the drop did unload in the main. And no Bailings to defend. And BabyMarine, he's just pulling Mixu apart. Aye. Mixu, he has no mining. Another expansion falls. The army is overstimmed. Heavily overstimmed. Oh, just pushing forward. They don't have 3-3. Yeah, no 3-3 upgrades, not yet. The Mixu now down in workers, down in drones. And it looks like BabyMarine, he's doing it. He's just pulling him apart, taking down another expansion. Mixu, he just can't expand. And again, there's no anti-air. I mentioned earlier that I was referring to Vipers. Typically, when you rush into ultras like this, the only anti-air you have is Viper tech. Brutal mine shots. Mine shots are going up, but the army again, one swipe is all it takes. Swipe him. Oh my god. Oh my god, as the army gets cleaned up, we'll lose everything. At the same time, drop into the main, going for the hive. There's that one ultra to defend. Fungal goes off. Nicely done. Mixu, he breaks out. But now there's Liberation going for the CC. This time doesn't get it. Not this time. And there have been some nice trades here from Mixu, but the economy is what hurts. Right, he's down to 56. Barely an economy. He needs a drone, needs an expansion. He cannot keep up. There we go. The first Viper. It's on the way. We're getting into Vipers. Oh, nice fungal. Oh my god. The chain fungal even. Yeah, the fungals are brutal. Cleans up the entire army. Ay, ay, ay. Very nice catch. Oh god, his liberation has arrived and there's still no mining, even less than before. He just wants to mine, papi. 8 more drone kills. Down to 48 workers. There's one fungal here. Oh, does spend it on a couple of marauders. Not ideal. Yeah, the fungal gets spent. Ultra's iconic gauge. There are just so many marauders. It's almost pure marauder here. Yeah, BabyMarine, he holds. He holds. He's maintaining a 4-base setup. He's maintaining his bases. And outside of a crazy fungal, BabyMarine, he should just overwhelm. Speaking of, we're holding onto those fungals. Can we catch him out? Not head on. We see he rotates over towards the planetary. Gets into the mineral line. Workers are going down. We'll get the base, but at a cost of some ultras. Yeah, fungals they connect, ultras they have to commit. We get some decent trades. At the same time, BabyMarine, the drop is a little bit delayed. Still bottom right. Mixu rotates. Oh, does get caught out. As there's another planetary. But he's going for it. Does go for the dive. Gets into the mineral line. Takes out another planetary. Okay. We're getting a little bit scrappy here. Yeah, another base goes down. A mineral line as well. Ultra's forced to commit. They're just getting bullied though, and BabyMarine still has a massive army. It's huge. And it's going to prove to be too much here. Mixu down to a handful of units. He just cannot keep up. He cannot reproduce. Ah. And we're going to the ace match. Okay, kill your own third. Just come back anyway. Just who needs a third base? I mean, Mixu. Limited to come back in. Again, limited anti-air. There's no corruptors. There's no spire. No vipers. Denying more mining. And soon, BabyMarine, he can just push. GG gets called. We just run out of steam, and with that, BabyMarine does tie the series up 1-1. Whew. GG. Okay, hold on. I need to wind it back. I'm pretty sure it was the tanks on the high ground that killed it. I'm pretty certain. I went back too far. I think this was... We're getting up to the Ling run by soon. Here. Oh, it was the tank fire! Oh no, the tanks! Okay, so the tanks did kill it with their friendly fire. Aye, aye, aye. Smurge, papi, smurge. But now we know. GG. Now we know. GG, well played. But that's why I didn't show on the units lost, unfortunately. GG, well played. And with that, oh, we are hopefully getting into our next game. Which I think is being covered by the mainstream, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Which stream of them? What are the mainstream covering? They were, yeah. Called by the mainstream. Okay. I guess we can make use of the clean feed. We're good to go. Oh. Beautiful. Yo, we got player cams. In the top left, we do have BabyMarine, the Italian Terran, the streamer zone. In the bottom left, we do have Mixu, the Finnish Zerg. Let's go. That's the wrong one. It's fine. But yeah, unfortunately, because we quickly checked the replay, we were left out of the lobby. It's the risk we took. I was hoping that we could maybe get out in time. No. Not in time. But it's all good. We have access to the clean feed, so we'll be relying on our lovely observer here, who I think is Holy Hit. I think Holy Hit might be observing, or maybe Optimisk. But yeah, we have the HomeStory Cup boys covering the camera. But we're getting to the ace. We're getting to game 3, and so far we're tied up 1-1. Whew, we are tied up. You want to allow to co-cast? I mean, we can. I mean, what do you mean? We're casting. As so far, we have our standard opening here out of BabyMarine. Preserve and Rack Expand. Likewise, Hatch Gas Pool out of Mixu. Oh, you mean co-cast? You mean like jump on a call with Holy Hit? Right. No.
SCV ready.
It's just not dead. It lifted up and went to a happy farm in the corner of the map. True. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. For now, though, we do have our initial standard openers. Once again, BabyMarine, he moves out to harass here at the natural. Ooh, does not get the drone. Barely not. Hold on, I'll adjust my overlays here. Bam. Okay. So we're not covering BabyMarine's face. Beautiful. As we have our third CC here before Starport. We have our economic follow-up. Once again. We have seen BabyMarine mix it up. Of course, we did see game 1, he went into Banshee play. Game 2, he went into Liberators. Game 3, we'll see what he's got. We'll see how he does adjust. As the Reaper does go down. Reaper does fall. Add-on swap here on the Tech Lab, so it looks like this time we are going to Cloak Banshee, not Liberator. Going back to what we went for in game 1. Again, we'll see how Mixu does respond. I mean, so far it's been kind of like the same setup from Mixu going into Ling Bane. At least initially, game 1 he went into Hydra Lurker, game 2 in towards Ultras. So it has been adjusting at least towards the later portions of the game.
Ready to raise some hell.
Something that we clearly saw, though, is that with limited anti-air, like, the drop play is insane from BabyMarine, and it can get out of hand. So I don't know if Mixu wants to avoid Hydras again. Don't know if that's the play. As he goes in, he does scout the Cloak Banshee. He's aware. He's aware of the Banshee play. setting up. This time going for a faster Evo chamber. Okay, so faster +1, delayed layer.
Swarm forces under attack.
Mixu being a little bit greedy here. A little bit. It is just the one Evo chamber though. As now it's just a battle of creep. Keeping up with the Hellions. Lings, they confirm both. They confirm both Banshees. Yo, are they casting without music? Just realized. They're casting without music, that. Smooth. Give us that Terran theme. Oh. There it is. Music began. Really good. Oh, and this I was not expecting. Okay, so Mixu, he does open up Ling Bane just like previously. This time though, unlike the previous games, we are rushing to a very early infestation pit, which means we should be the goal here should be to rush into ultras, to rush into a faster hive, to rush into ultras as quickly as possible, and we'll see if Mixu can get away with it. Of course, the big downside here is kind of what we saw last game, anti-air. Anti-air is very limited, and drop play can just tear Mixu apart. That's what we saw at last game out of BabyMarine. Was very active, was able to bounce between bases, nothing to stop him. There's the hive. Hive has begun. So again, we're one step closer to the ultras. One step closer.
Creep tumor under attack.
Yo, using the Avatar announcer.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
As the hive is on the way. Borrow as well. Let's go. And here comes the drop play. Mixu not quite in position. First queen is going to go down. Gets one. Going for the other. Does catch out both queens. Workers as well, and BabyMarine his Sunu push, and the scary thing here is that he's moving up before those ultras are ready. Like Mixu, he has to buy more time, he has to engage, and he is. Yeah, they're engaging in the center. BabyMarine forced back. He's still pushing through. It still moves in. Nice bar to Banelings. Up. Oh, can he pop up? Can he? No, come back. BabyMarine, he pulls away. And here comes the Ultra Cavern. Now again, the Ultra Cavern's on the way. We still need those Ultra upgrades. Still has to work towards Kindness Plating. But Mixu is almost at his final form. He's almost there.
Mineral field depleted.
Needs a little bit more time. Once again, looking to collapse on the army. Not quite able to. Ultra Cavern's almost done. Here come the Vipers. Again, Mixu is almost there. Oh, the armies that do clash. Mixu gets cleaned up in the center. He's cleaned up. BabyMarine moving in. Once again, borrowed Banelings. Barely avoiding that scan. Just barely. Oh god. Yeah, so Mixu's getting caught out, bleeding out a lot of Zerglings. Oh, the Banelings! Oh, let's go! Oh my god, barely does connect. Not bad. It does connect, does catch him out. And Mixu, it's almost go time. He's still waiting for his ultras. So 2 more Banelings. 2 more of them are borrowed. I would love to see the production tab here. I would. Oh no! As once again, failings don't quite connect. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it does barely graze the army. Not too juicy. Oh, as Vipers are rallying into the army. 1, 2 Vipers that get thrown away for free. Meanwhile, Mixu's moving in. Does push forward. Decent siege line here. It does punish the army. What are the upgrades looking like? I think we might have, there we go. Kind of plating still on the way. I think this is the one downside of using the clean feed is that I did forget that usually the players are observing at HomeStory Cup. It's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, BabyMarine, he's holding his own. He's able to defend back at home. He's where the ultras. Behind this going to Liberators. No ghosts yet, I believe. Oh, yeah, not yet. Nice scan. Let's catching in more tanks. Yo, someone. We'll get into it later. Nice time with the planetary. Planetary goes down. SCV's going to be falling as well, but at the same time, double jump across the map. Yeah, and bases are falling. Takes down the expansion. Doesn't quite get the mineral line. A lot of SCVs are going down. Nice pickups. 14 SCV kills. And 14 workers. Sorry, 19 even. But at the same time, Mixu, he will lose an expansion, and his bank isn't really there. And ultras are just so expensive. Trying to mass some more ultras. Oh, that again! Okay, thank God. Does pull away the Viper. Viper does survive. Once again, keeping off the drop. As the drop does race back home. And the armies are maxing. From here, we're maxing out. I'm a little bit surprised that, at least unless I missed, I don't think the ghost count is quite there yet for BabyMarine. There we go. Just now the ghost count begins. After he's maxed out. So much later ghost production. Much later.
Under attack.
And once again, just getting pulled apart against a full mineral line. 14, 17 drones going down. Insane damage. Oh, gosh. Catching up to the ultras. Mixu once again plummeting in supply. And he's broke. Yeah, Mixu, he's running out of money, running out of steam. Down to 60 workers. Bleeds out more lings. And BabyMarine, he's done it. At this point, he has done it. Despite getting into ultras, like, he just didn't find the fights he was looking for. And again, the drop play has been insane, knocking down base after base, mineral line after mineral line. Not like this. Yeah, and this is going to be the final army here for Mixu. As he bleeds out the Zerglings, losing another expansion. Mixu is down to 3.5 bases. Or really, he's down to 2.5 base economy. So the jobs, they just keep going. They just continue. Who needs Ghost? Again, it was just a really late Ghost Academy as well, just non-stop drop play. Like, the drop play is really what excelled. And Mixu just could not keep up. He had momentum earlier on, for sure. But the ultras weren't really too worth it in the end, as we're just not going for the kill. We bypass the main army, we get across the map, there's almost nothing at home to defend. Pushing into the natural. Even sniping the Bailey nest. Bailey nest goes down, there's barely any mining. I mean, the economy is not ideal for either player, but BabyMarine, he has a bank. He has a bank. It's 4K. Oh. Fungal does crazy army. Cashing out a couple of Marines. Marines go down. Sounds like one medevac did fall. But for the most part, this is the final army of Mixu. The final army. Gets a fungal. Let's go. Lands a couple of fungals. That does slow down BabyMarine at least somewhat. Okay. And with that, GG gets called. GG gets called. There was just a little bit too much to handle there. And BabyMarine, he will overwhelm. An intense back and forth. So happy. Why does BabyMarine look older than Raynor? in my eyes, at least. But GG. GG, well played with that. BabyMarine, he will claim the series. An intense back and forth there. Shout out to Mixu, of course, for competing as well, for making a series out of it. And, of course, shout out to the team over the casting desk there. We have Loco. We have... we have Loco, we have Hydra, and we have Holy Hit. Let's go. I think that's Hydra. Could be mistaken. But with that, GG. With that, GG, well played. With that, BabyMarine, he will claim the series. Oh, and we should be able to jump into our next match without any issues. Thankfully, without any issues. I do apologize for the last game. Basically, we were left out of the lobby, so we had to rely on the clean feed instead. But at least we were able to catch the tail end of that series and able to see how it all ended. So GG, well played. With that, the group is progressing, and up next we're going to be jumping into. Oh, hold on. Up next we are going to be jumping into our next series. It's going to be Mixu versus Jumi. Let's go. Vita is going to be underway, and we'll be soon jumping right on in. This is going to be for round 4. Let's have a look at the brackets, figure out where we are. Here we go. Bam. Just catching up with the bracket.